Greetings and welcome to the energy of Scorpio. This is Ron from Tarot of the Twin Sun. I do welcome you to the channel. Thank you for tuning in. Tarot of the Twin Sun is a functional division within the Order of the Twin Sun. We shall begin with a reading that continues on the path of the Great Mirror. That is a tool devised by the Order of the Twin Sun in order to see apparent truths or karmas that may be self-evident or known by two different parties, one being the energy of Scorpio in the 8th house, the other being of a significant other. Okay, um, so we'll go ahead and get started. The 8th house is very special considering it goes deep into the realm of the unsaid in order to seek out very deep intensities that are tied to secret forms of knowledge, okay? Knowledge systems that would rather not be said because of their deep and intensified truths that are radiant according to the dark light, okay? So it's a very deep and potentially transformative sort of reservoir of secret informations that can be seen through the 8th house. So we'll go ahead and treat this with the utmost dignity and respect. Uh, okay. There could be a way of moving away from karma. Things start up in karma, but also things that have been stirred up in terms of your resources. How you are trying to hold on to certain things that resemble karma, okay? Yet, realizing that there's something greater than this, there's something maybe potentially deeper that is veiled, that you would rather go away from. But the karma is calling, and there's something that you potentially won't let go, a different version of yourself that won't let go, or a mirror of yourself, somebody else that won't let go, okay? And they represent the karma, somehow the karma that is binding, type of binding energy. But I think you would take your intensity elsewhere. That's what I'm seeing. Excuse me. Okay. Okay. That needs a bit more shuffling. Now, man, that fixed energy is really intense with the Four of Cups been showing up. Uh-huh. So was the Eight of Cups. A lot of Cancer energy this time around. Sagittarius, yes. Okay, interesting. Yeah, I think you can be asked. And if you were asked, there's something about this that requires. They seem to be very righteous, whoever this is, righteous and perhaps dogmatic, perhaps very opinionated. They're willing to change something, but with your help. If you give them this help, you do it only out of memory, only out of a place of nostalgia. Okay, but you would gladly give it up so that they can convert it into something else. This is a story about reconciliation of sorts, forgiveness mostly. This person thinks that they have found the right place. They would rather repair the situation, and I think you can help them, but it would come out of a place of deep innocence and a place that you reserve or perhaps um, maintain or keep for yourself. Okay. So that would be the sacrifice. It would be a self-sacrifice about this, okay? And then it would remind you about the sacrifice that you made at the very beginning of both of you first meeting. There's something about them that has an expanded point of view or perspective. It could also be in detriment, an egoistic or an ego that wouldn't fit in a plane seat. Um, it's also a possibility. No. Hmm. That's the thing, because I think they require quite a great deal, and I think you are more moving, or you always have been sort of moving away or transforming in some sort of way. Okay, this requires a great deal of self-respect. I think you would do things mostly intensely in this. There also is something about this page that showed up earlier, the page of cups that showed up earlier, moving in the same direction towards the future, always moving towards the future. The cup being veiled in some sort of way, a trophy, something that you would gladly move on with. Okay, a keepsake. What is this to you? A keepsake. It's something that also provokes a type of avoidant sort of character within you, someone who would rather not be hurt or would rather not have to deal with adding more to the extremity of what you already feel. Um, and that's the thing, because this person is something of what can be called a friend in some respects, but also a teacher in others. Someone who can give you or teach you a lesson about unconditionality. At the same time, there's something that you can give to them, and if you did so, I'm not saying that you would, I really don't think you would, but if you did, there would be a sense of detachment, even if you did, on their end, detachment. And I think that's possibly why you are looking, or you're trying to bring about many other beautiful options in terms of pathways, in terms of structures that make sense, platforms that make sense. Yes. And I think this person wants to forget. What an interesting reading so far. I see Three of Swords showing up. Some movement, lots of movement from their end. Trying to chase after something on their end. Obstacles as well. Rigidity. There is some mirroring going on. I think both of you can convert this into a type of freedom, goodness that can come out of freedom or respect, forgiveness or respect, or some sort of possibility for Let's see, it would be the Five of Pentacles or the Three of Pentacles. An invisible hand that may be manipulative or coercive in some sort of way is coming from their end, to provide a way to let loose one of the cornerstones of their lives, one of the many choices that they may have done or gone through with in their life. There's something very empowering about this. They're being moved by Jupiter mostly, and there's a need for them to sacrifice or to give way, shake loose in order to bring forward clarity, and in order to forgive themselves somehow, forgive themselves for something that they may have done. There's something about that revolves around the Three of Swords. What is this Three of Swords about? There it is again, the Four of Pentacles. My God, this person is really, really fixed in some sort of way. Like they're very strong in terms of, and stubborn in terms of their conscious self. Perhaps this has been the cause of friction or pain or realization. Okay, because the Three of Swords can also mean a type of truth or realization that emerges out of the shortcomings of the mind, or the duplicities that may emerge through the mind. Now, there also is the Eight of Cups in reverse here, which is what exactly? Here, Eight of Cups. Four. I mean, that you guys are fixed. There's a lot of fixity in this. I mean, you're willing to bend only a little bit in order to create this tension, to create this feeling of disparity. The minds are fixed in this watery way, to convert water, to move away from water. Very strongly here, it indicates that you are on the path, you're torn, you're trying to move away, but then also coming back to a great investment in terms of energetic resources, creative impulses, creative resources, love, all that is here. But then there's something about them that won't budge. They won't budge. They want to convert this. They want to take some of your energy to convert it into something else. And then they want to forget, suppress that, suppress the memory, suppress something like that. This is very complicated. What emerges out of this is the Knight of Cups, okay? Knight of Cups. There's an evolution here, a path that you can take in order to evolve and to push forward, to move away, move into the future. Walk through two different portals here, multiple choices, okay? A platform of well-being, of inspiration, of grace and fire. This is the Lion's Gate here. So, yes, I think there's a path here that is based on the triplicity of water. Okay, triplicity of water is the pathway to liberation, or moksha. Okay, that's the 4. The 8th, which is the house of Scorpio, as well as the 12th house. So it's Cancer, Scorpio, and then Pisces, and the 4, the 8, and the 12. So, with all this Eight of Cups energy, but then it being sort of diverted, there's a lot of, there's a heavy hand that this person is trying to pull. And, I wish I could say more about this. Okay. That would be the 3 of Cups. Okay. In another perspective, this person can have truth in mind. There's something about them that is heavily moved by your presence or your lack of it. and they would give it all up if they could, in terms of the impression that has been made upon them. If they could, they would. But with the Nine of Cups in the reverse here, they can't. And for the time being, there's something about them that may be somewhat sad in that respect. But it's not so much that they're sad. They, they find solace in truth, and the truth is extremely moving. This is a very deep connection. I don't expect much less from the energy of Scorpio, to be honest. And I'm not going to give you advice on this. I think if that rings a bell, that should tell. Otherwise, I wish you well. Good luck with the Lions Gate. I'll catch you on in the future. Thank you. Bye.